come in the arena, make the ground shake, make the ground scream. Me feeling no complete enemy. Bring the fire when I fly to the melody. Blood fire, you beginner. Keep on the game, me a winner. Your man them know me a leader. When I come in the arena. When I come in the arena.
Welcome everybody to the official launch of a brand new platform, guys. Here, wow, look at everyone that has shown up today to find out a little bit about this information. Welcome everybody. We have 120 plus people on the call right now, guys. That is so awesome. My name is James Perot. I am coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta. That's where I call home, guys. And the chat box is actually open right now. I would love to hear where you guys are tuning in from. I know we got people all over the place. So let me know what city, what state, what province, what country you guys are tuning in from right now. I see Edmonton, Calgary, what's up, in the house. Kamloops, the Philippines is in the map. Wow, Calgary, Victoria, Medicine Hat, Grand Prairie, Chicago, Edmonton again, High Prairie. Wow, Montreal, Edmonton is in the house. Prince Rupert, Medicine Hat, Vancouver, Grand Prairie. Wow, everybody is showing up, guys. Really appreciate you guys. I'm going to ask if you guys can keep yourself muted here just for the duration of the presentation. But guys, I am very excited to have you on board here. We're going to be talking about a brand new platform called iMastery Academy and how that is related to the foreign exchange market. Okay, guys. And I'm actually very excited for you guys because I know when I got exposed to this information, I remember how excited I was for you. So I'm actually very excited for you guys to be exposed to this as well. We have a series of people that are going to be presenting today. Some awesome, amazing people here. They're going to be going over a couple things. I do have a special guest that's going to be hopping on here towards the end of the call. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the very end. And there's going to be actually an announcement at the very end as well. So make sure that you stay tuned here for the very end. Again, guys, I am so thankful and grateful for each and every one of you guys taking some time out of your evening here this Tuesday evening to hear what this launch is all about here. So what I want to do here is actually, I want to turn it over to actually a lady that's going to be diving into what this platform is, guys, and how powerful this thing is, guys. They say information is the most powerful traded commodity, and she's about to drop some very important information. So grab a pen, grab a paper, take some notes, because you're going to be blown away. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce a lady that is a boss, first and foremost. She has been working tirelessly, day in and day out, literally helping people win on this platform here. She is committed to helping people, and I can't just say enough good things about her. So without further ado, I want to give you Helen Nguyen. Helen, are you there? Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Can you see my screen? Yeah? Okay. So first off, I would like just to welcome everybody to tonight. We have been working tirelessly on launching this new thing that, let me tell you, it's gonna blow your mind because we have been testing it over and over again. And literally, it is a strategy that you can utilize and a skill set that you can learn on how to leverage your income. Because at the end of the day, you have to also understand that, you know, money is what makes the world goes round, right? So money actually can help you in so many ways. Now, money isn't always evil, right? We always hear that term like money is evil. But if you're a good person, guess what you can do with all that money? Now, we are in uncertainty times right now, but yet we have a solution for people. And let me tell you, when I talk to people from all over the world, and when I speak about this platform, people have no idea that something like this actually existed. So I would just like to welcome everybody to Tuesday night, and we are launching something amazing. And what we're gonna be talking about is iMastery Academy. Now, how iMastery Academy came into my life went back to October, and I've had some stock trainings prior to that a few years ago by the gentleman named Phil Town. And I don't know if you guys know who Phil Town is. If you do, put Phil in the comments. He is actually one of the operators and owners of Rule 1, okay? So he has done a seminar, a 3-day seminar that teaches you on how to get into the market of buying and selling stocks, right? But today we're not going to be talking about stocks. We're actually going to be talking about foreign exchange. Foreign exchange is actually one of the largest market in the world right now, which I'm going to be diving into and showing you exactly what it is. So our story is pretty simple. We want to empower people. We want to empower people by knowledge, okay? So when you have this piece of knowledge that you can understand, it will change your life. So I just want to I want you to take a look at basically the 4 ways on how the world actually earns money, okay? So I've been self-employed for the past 19 years now, and it has been a whirlwind, been up and down, but let me tell you, I never knew on how to grow my money. Isn't that funny? We went to school, you know, get a good education, get a degree, get a good job, work, make as much money as you can, and then you save as much money as you can. But the in-between is where we don't know how to grow our money. And a lot of people actually don't. So they look for financial advisors or their bank, whatever there is that they can actually handle your money. But this is somewhere where you can actually learn on how to do this yourself, okay? So 60% of the people actually earn money by a way of being employed. So they're working for a corporation, they're working for another company, you know, so they're not self-employed. 35% of the people are self-employed. So people like myself. So if I don't show up to work, guess what happens? I don't make any money, right? Or I'll make very little because guess what's happening? It's highly reliant on yourself. So 4% are business owners. Now, according to Forbes and Bloomberg, for a business owner is anybody who actually has 500 employees or more. So a bigger corporation. But today we want you to focus on the 1%. Now, basically it's the investor's mindset. So there's a saying that goes from Warren Buffett. He says, you know, you got to figure a way on how to make money while you sleep, or you'll work till you die. So until the day that you die. So imagine that. Imagine if you can change your mindset and up your skill set to become an investor. So when we're talking about investing, there's many ways to invest, right? Now, we're going to talk about today is the foreign exchange market. And this market actually is one of the largest market in the world. It's actually approaching $6.6 trillion that's being traded in volume per day. Now imagine there's $6.6 trillion out there and there's this big piece of pie, right? Imagine that you can physically take a little slither of that pie. How would that change your life? Would that change your life? It would totally change my life. If it will change your life, put a 1 in the comments. Let me tell you, you know, even just a slither of $6.6 trillion would change anybody's life. So the market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And, you know, basically you don't have to physically exchange the funds or the currency to actually participate in the market because you can actually do everything digitally, okay? But some of you that have not been in the market before, you have participated in the market whether you know it or not. So let's just say if you're a person that traveled, you know, from Canada to like Mexico, right? So you would have to exchange your currency to Mexican pesos, right? So you have paid an exchange rate. So that alone, you have participated in the market. So there's also another market that's up and rising, which is the digital currency. Now, who here has heard of Bitcoin? If you've heard of Bitcoin, put Bitcoin in the comments. Bitcoin has been talked about over, you know, a decade. And this type of currency is actually up and rising. Now it's being traded up to $1 trillion every single day now. Imagine that. You know, a lot of people don't know this neither, but majority of our world is actually underbanked or unbanked. What does that mean? How are they trading funds or currencies for goods and services? They're actually utilizing digital currency. So for example, in Nigeria, you know, a lot of people in Nigeria actually don't have a bank account, but they have access to Bitcoin because there's Bitcoin ATM machines all over the place. And now it's being recognized as one of, you know, global form of payment as well. So Amazon and bigger corporations and bigger companies are actually accepting that as a form of payment. So the US alone right now, I read an article in Forbes, and they were talking about, you know, they did a survey, and they found out that 63 million Americans actually are underbanked or unbanked. Can you imagine that? 63 million Americans actually don't have a bank account. So now what they're doing is they're actually creating their own digital currency. So that is up and rising as well. Other countries are doing this as well. I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but this is an area that you need to actually learn, because this is our new way and how our world is actually going to be coming, right? So this is actually a really good time for you to learn about this and actually trade it on the market as well, because as you can tell, you know, other currencies that's going to be coming up, guess what? You have an opportunity to trade in the market with it. So before I dive into the actual platform, what I'm going to be doing is I would like to introduce to you a lady that, you know, I've been working very close with, and she is actually leading a group of traders as well, and she is absolutely amazing. And I would love for you to kind of, you know, hear how her experience was when she first started. So without further ado, Michelle, are you there?
Thank you so much, Helen. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to be here speaking to you all today. I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience with trading. To be honest, when I started trading, I was really not very interested in doing it. My husband was very interested, so he signed up with IM, and then he came to me one day in late December, and he said, "I'd really love for you to do this with me." And I thought, oh, I seriously know nothing about this. I know nothing about the language. I know nothing about the charts. I really don't know anything about anything to do with Forex. So then he kind of explained to me the benefits. And I thought, okay, all right, I will jump in and I will do my best to learn, but I really don't know anything. So the way that it actually happened is I called up James and I said, do you mind if I come over and trade with you tonight with Buzz? Because I know nothing and I'm terrified to be doing this. So, and of course he said yes. And so a group of us went over and we all traded live that night. And I just thought, how is this so simple? This is crazy. Of course, I still did not know anything about the terminology. I did not know anything about what, you know, barely anything about what foreign exchange was, but following the educator was so simple. It was really very straightforward. They not only did trades, live trades that you could take, they also taught you. And so in those first 2 weeks, I learned so much just by an hour of trading an evening. I learned so much that I thought, holy smokes, this is insanely powerful. So I made a lot of pips in those first 2 weeks, and I continued to earn a lot of pips and have continued to earn a lot of pips. And I actually got quite proficient at trading and can do it on my own. I started a trading group so that people could come and trade with me so I could share my experiences with them. And it's really been extraordinary. I did not ever imagine that I would be so excited about trading. From knowing absolutely nothing just a few months ago to leading a group of traders, helping them through trades, giving my opinions, walking them through the charts. It's just been an unbelievable experience. And that's all thanks to the amazing learnings that IM has, as well as the amazing educators. So really can't say enough good things about this, and super excited about all the pips that I'm getting.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing, Michelle. I can attest to that because, you know, I had similar experience as well. You know, never thought that I would actually learn something like this due to the fact.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention, like, I'm a busy mom. I have 3 little boys. I have a husband. I have my own business. I work full time. Like, I am one of those people who does not have time for this, and I absolutely do. And I made an hour a day to do my trading, and that's how I learned. It was absolutely fantastic. So if you think that you don't have time for this, you need to rethink that, because you absolutely do.
No, I totally agree, Michelle. And Michelle is amazing at trading, by the way. So if any of you guys get started and wanting to learn, Michelle is amazing. She leads a group of, you know, our morning trades, and you know, everybody's winning. Isn't that the whole point of this, right? So thank you so much, Michelle, for that. So I'm going to dive into the nitty gritty stuff now, because you guys are probably wondering, how can you get started and what is this all about? How is this platform actually laid out? All the nitty gritty stuff, right? So we are an education platform. We are just an education platform, okay? We don't take your money to trade with. We're not a broker. We actually physically can't refer you to a broker, neither. That you can find your own broker, but you have full control of your own money. So you have full control of each and every trade that you take, okay? So Mastery Academy made it learning simplified. Now, when I say that, I literally mean simplified, because this whole platform, it is designed for somebody who knew nothing to actually getting into becoming proficient and knowing the knowledge terminology, you know, how to analyze charts, how to enter into a trade, how to take your profit. So we have a series of different academies. So our first academy is actually foreign exchange. And this is where you begin your learning, okay? This is where you will understand on all of that, the fundamentals, the principles, the terminology, you know, how to enter in the trades, all of that is in this academy. We also have a high frequency academy as well, and this is binary trading. This is actually by far my most favorite platform to trade on. But once you get proficient in actually understanding how the market works and how to enter trades, you have a chance to go into this area as well. And we also have the Digital Currency Mastery Academy. So this is where you learn everything about, you know, your digital currency, like Ripple, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all of that, and anything that's up and coming, you'll learn in this academy. So why is this so valuable? I had people say to me, you know what, I can go on YouTube and search up, you know, different educators on there that can teach me all of that. Or I can go on, you know, and Google a bunch of people and actually learn from it. But let me tell you why this platform is so valuable. It is this Go Live session. The Go Live sessions is basically made up of over 130 professional traders that are educators, okay? And they actually stream these sessions live. So you're talking about, you know, if you're somebody who is a visual learner like I am, I need to physically need to see somebody, you know, pick out a trade, right? Break down a trade, analyze it, explain it to me why they picked that trade, and then physically take that trade themselves. Honestly, that was a game changer for me, because you can watch as many videos as you want, but how to make it stick is this portion right here. You can literally copy and paste their trades if you want, which makes it super easy for you to learn and earn at the same time. A lot of people, when they first start, this is how they start building their portfolio. This is how they start building their account, by following these educators. And let me tell you, these educators trade in 6, 7, 8-figure accounts, okay? So they're a lot larger accounts. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me as well, right? So I'm making money in the very beginning. I'm making money while I'm learning. And a lot of us do the same thing, right? But then you become more proficient, because as you see it over and over and over again in repetition, guess what happens? You will remember it and you will learn their strategies, okay? So each one of them has their own strategy. You can find, you know, different educators on different time slots. Let me tell you, if you're a busy person and you only have, like, say, a small window in a day to trade and learn at the same time, then you can actually go on the schedule. There's a ton of educators there that you can tune into, okay? So let's say if James is busy at 12, he can't go on to that session, but he's free at 2. So he can find an educator at 2 o'clock, and guess what? He can go on and trade with that educator if he likes to choose to, okay? We also have 12 to 13 different strategies. Now, when I say strategies, they are different software. I'm going to talk about, you know, Harmonics because it's on my screen right now. It is one of our software that actually helps analyze and scans the market for you. And it works based on algorithm, okay? So there's not a physical person that's actually behind it, that's doing all this drawing on the charts for you, but it's work based on algorithm, and it gives out you trade ideas. So I have a lot of friends that are traders, right? And I asked them, like, what is the #1 thing that took up most of your time in trading? And every single one of them have told me is analyzing the market. So now imagine if you had a tool that can help analyze the market for you, cuts down that time frame, and also gives you trade ideas. Like, isn't that a win-win situation? You can analyze and reanalyze after those trade ideas are given out and see if that trade is a good trade to take or not. So there are different strategies that you can utilize and different tools that you can utilize on helping you succeed, helping you win trades. Harmonics, for instance, has a average rate of 70% success rate, okay? So with that kind of high percentage, it's actually pretty good. And it gives out a ton of trade ideas, so you'll never run out of trade ideas. Or you could be a type of person that is super busy where you don't have time to go on the computer all the time. We also have app-based. And these apps, what it does is gives you trade ideas, signals, okay, straight to your cell phone. I'm gonna use Swipe Trades as an example. Swipe Trades actually gives out, up to 5,500 trade ideas per month. Now imagine you have the ability to copy and paste these trades into your own broker's account, right? Imagine that you can do this on the go. Imagine that when you are shopping or grocery shopping, for instance, and you didn't have the time and you got a signal on your phone, right? You can take maybe 60 seconds to copy and paste a trade right into your phone. So if you're that type of person, we have something for you as well. And all of this kind of makes up, if you look at the trade and you think it's good, you know what? If you're that busy type of person, put busy in the comments, because these app-based are amazing and it can give you so many trade ideas, and you can literally just take a few minutes and put in those trades, okay? So just to sum up everything, we are an education platform. Literally, you can be a newbie, a beginner that knew nothing about Forex, right? But what it does is it takes you through a journey of learning where you can actually be intermediate or become advanced if you like to be. Like for myself, I love trading. I never knew that this type of skill set would be something for me, but let me give you a glimpse of what's happening right now, because I had to shut my doors for my business March 12th. I've just been quarantined since then, right? From then till now, guess what I'm doing? I never knew that I needed this type of skill set, right? Back when I got introduced to this. But now that I have the skill set, I know how important it is to create your own economy. Because nowadays, how are you going to survive? How are you going to live? And for those who still have jobs and businesses, that's awesome, right? That's amazing. But if you're looking to diversify, to have an extra stream of income, this is a skill set that you can take on with you for the rest of your life. This is an education platform. It is not a product where you actually need down the road if you choose to not have it anymore. But you can learn something that you can take with you for the rest of your life. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reintroduce somebody to you, that, a gentleman that is going to take forth the rest of this presentation. I mean, there's different areas on how you can leverage income, okay? So, and a lot of people ask me, it's like, okay, how do you get started? How much is this going to cost me? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce James. He's an amazing man. He honestly, he gives out a ton of trade ideas every single day. We're just like, guess what, James? What is next, So he's giving us trade ideas. He's amazing at it. And he's becoming a pro, guys. We have somebody that's becoming a pro within our group. Imagine a community that trades together and wins together. And that's his philosophy as well. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it back to you, James.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Helen. Can you guys hear me okay? Are we good? Awesome. Thank you. That was an amazing, beginning info session there, Helen. Thank you so much for doing that. If you guys agree with me, if you think Helen did an amazing job, just put yes in the chat box right now. She knocked it out of the park there. Michelle, thanks for sharing as well a little bit of your experience with the platform, guys. This is a launch for this platform, guys, and I hinted to a couple people that we've actually had some people testing this platform, right? Because I actually did not want to give this platform any light to any of the people that I knew unless I tried it first. So I know there are a lot of people that are brand new that are just getting exposed to this for the first time. I know there's a lot of people on here that have already been a part of it, i.e. the testers. So for the people, I want to give you guys some social proof here. If you have made money on this platform, I want you to put $ in the chat box right now. And everybody that's on the call right now, have a look at the $ that are about to come through on the chat box. Costa $, Michelle, Torin, Jason, Troy, Tara, April, Joel, Alana, they just keep going. Guys, this is very, very powerful, this information. Guys, just in summary about what Helen was talking about, iMastery Academy is an education platform that's going to teach you the skill set, the knowledge, you know, the terminology, like what's a stop loss, what's a pip. I saw people asking about what a pip is in the chat box, what's a take profit, all these things that you need to have within your arsenal to enter the foreign exchange market and be successful. Guys, I think a lot of people know about foreign exchange, or maybe they've heard about Bitcoin before. I saw Bitcoin being blown up in the chat box. Guys, I know there's a lot of people out there that know that this is you can be profitable with it. Where the problem lies is, how do you do it? Right? How do you tap into this $6.6 trillion industry called foreign exchange and make it successful? That's where iMastery Academy comes in and bridges that gap there, guys. Okay, so that's iMastery in a nutshell. So the point is, you don't have to know everything to get started, but obviously you got to get started to be on that path to be seeing some potential profit. So leads up to the slide here, guys. I'm going to dive into the biggest question we get is, how can you get started? So it's actually broken down by different academies here, guys. And Helen kind of talked about that. So we have FRX. FRX is our foreign exchange academy. HFX is high frequency. It's kind of more of a smaller, minute movements within the market. You can see the startup cost is $234 US for the first month. And then the second month, if you want to continue, it drops down $50, gives you a little bit of a break of $175 for the months after that. So there's FRX, there's high frequency. There's also DCX if you want to learn about, you know, trading things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, things like that. The biggest bang for your buck, guys, is going to be something called the Elite Package. Okay, now with the Elite Package, you literally get everything that that Helen talked about. So you get access to all, actually there's 18 different products and strategies in combination with foreign exchange, high frequency, and DCX. These are tools that are going to give you trade ideas, tools that are going to help you break down the market and be successful. Gives you access to all 130 plus 6, 7, and 8-figure professional traders. It gives you access to all 4 apps, 3 of which actually send trade notifications directly to your phone. Guys, it's about a $90 difference, but the value that you get with the Elite Package, I'm telling you, like I know, the value is there. Trust me, guys. So if I had a recommendation, it would be the Elite Package. The reason why I do say that, guys, it's actually just to expose you, right? There's that saying, you just don't know what you don't know, right? So with the Elite Package, you get exposed to all the strategies, everything on the platform, because what works for me, the style that works for me, the time of day that I like to trade might not be the same for Art or April or Helen or Michelle, right? Everyone's different. So this way, when you're exposed to everything, you can find your niche. You can find what works for you, what makes sense for you, and what's going to be profitable. So that would be my recommendation, guys, is the Elite Package. Having said that, you're not stuck into anything. You can downgrade your account. You can actually a la carte things. So if there are certain products that you want to try, just as an example, if you wanted to add the Swipecoin app to your phone where you get trade notifications of Bitcoin, you can add Swipecoin. If you wanted to add the pivot scanner, which is my favorite, you can add the pivot scanner. Again, guys, you can a la carte that. You're not signed up for a contract or anything like that at all. So guys, there also is, because iMastery Academy is an education platform, like I talked about, Christopher Terry, he's actually our CEO of the company here. He's the gentleman that started this off. Because he's such an awesome human being, he actually developed what's called a scholarship program. So you can see on the screen there, essentially, if you refer 2 people to the platform, your monthly subscription is completely waived. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time because this is very powerful. I want you guys to catch this. If you refer 2 people to the platform, your monthly subscription is completely free. Okay, I don't know about you guys. I'm sure there's a lot of people that like free. If you like free, throw free in the comments right now, guys. This is super, super powerful. And this is, I really want to stand behind this, guys, because in my opinion, if people get started with this, I want to see money going into people's account. I don't want people just signing up, paying their subscription and not having any money coming in. So there's a team of people that will help you literally do this, guys. And actually, I don't want you to take my word for it. I actually want to introduce a lady that has really blossomed since she's been involved with iMastery Academy. And she's honestly just blossoming into her own. I'm seeing her win trades. I'm seeing her, you know, teach people about the platform here. So without further ado, I want to introduce a lady to share a little bit here. Stella, are you there, Stella? Can you hear us okay?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We got you.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to share a little bit?
Sure. Hi, my name is Stella. Like most of you, I had to close my door to my business a few months ago. And I am a mother of two, a single mother. So with no source of income coming in, I should be freaking out right now, and I am not. I knew that this was going to be something that can change my life. I have friends that do trading as a living. They earn 6-7 figures. And I just didn't know how to get into it. And I knew that it costed them a lot of money. It cost them tens of thousands of dollars to get into trading. And I just wanted to join the platform just to learn myself. I've been hearing a lot of stories about people of all different types of backgrounds learning the same way on this platform because it's just that easy. So I decided to try a few months ago. To my amazement, it is as easy as they said. I am 40 years old and I didn't think I could teach myself anything new. And in about 2 to 3 weeks of learning this, I was blown away. So I had to tell my brothers. I have one brother in Vietnam and one brother in Calgary. I just shared with them because honestly, they're the bookworms, they're the math guys, they're the smart guys. I was the one that was never like that. And sure enough, they saw it. They saw exactly what it was and they came on board. So I didn't have to pay a subscription. I didn't have to pay my monthly subscription right off the bat. And it's kind of nice because now I learn for free. And especially in these times where, you know, funds are kind of low, it's kind of nice. And what else is really nice is the group of people that we're surrounding ourselves with. Everybody always says, you know, surround yourself with people that you want to become. And it's like, how do I surround myself with financial millionaires? Well, here you go. We're going to hand you 130 people, educators, and people in our group as well that you'll surround yourself with. So it's amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to say it's pretty easy. Once you learn and once you see how it is, you'll have to share. I had to share. So thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Stella. Again, guys, I want to give you a little bit of social proof because, again, there's been a lot of people that have had access to this platform before. So, again, for those people that have been testing this thing out prior to the launch here, if you have gotten your membership for free, I want you to put $signs in the chat box just for everyone that is new so they can see how easy this is, guys. So, again, you know, this thing, it's very much a collaboration like Stella talked about. So, anything that we can do to help people win, we're going to do that. So, the 2 and free is an option, guys. Now, I'm actually going to be diving into something that actually is completely optional, but a lot of people have a lot more than 2 people that want to join the platform, okay? So you have the option, once you have a 3rd referral or more, you have the option of becoming what's called an IBO, or an independent business owner. Now, what does that mean? Now, I'm going to dive into that very, very quickly, but I actually want to bring on a gentleman that really saw this platform as a vehicle where he can really help a lot of people. You know, he actually is an entrepreneur by heart. I'll just say that right off the get-go. He has built up a huge franchise, multiple franchise owner within the food industry here. Very much an entrepreneur at heart, excuse me. And right now, what he wants to do is he's literally shouting this thing from the mountaintops because he really wants to help people. So I want to call on actually a gentleman here to just come on and just share a little bit about what he saw with his platform and why he decided to really kind of, you know, share this with the masses. So without further ado, Costa, are you there? Can you hear us okay, my man?
Hey, James, how's it going? Thank you so much for the introduction. And thank you everyone for coming tonight. I hope my internet connection is good. I've been struggling for 3 weeks and no one wants to come to my house. So we're going to go with this and hopefully I'm not choppy. So yeah, when I first saw this company, it was a few months ago, and my wife and I, we just, you know, started trading towards the end of February. And we took some time off after we sold Fuss Cupcakes and wanted to just go spend some time with some family in January. So we jumped in end of February, we started trading. And it's been amazing because I've always loved Forex. I've always liked the concept of Forex, but I always had this illusion in my mind that you needed a lot of money to start Forex. And you also needed to go spend $20,000 to $30,000 US to take a course on how to do this. So when my wife and we got into this, we started doing this. And we've just been blown away. It's like completely changed our lives, you know, and we've made more in a day than we used to make in a month. And when you go and you see your account growing at the rate that it's growing on a weekly basis by learning the skill set, now, yeah, like you said, I want to scream it from the mountaintops, because anyone who knows myself, my wife, my family, we love people, we care about people, and we want to help people better their lives. So whether that be, you know, usually more money leads to more time freedom with your family. There's people on this call, you know, who really need it at this point in time in their life. There's other people on this call who are doing very well financially. And, you know, no one says no to more money. You know, if they can go and grow their money weekly, they usually love to do that. So now I'm just kind of at a point where I just really want to go and see the vision of this company, where it's going and how many people can be impacted by it. And especially in these times, the last 6 months has shown us that having an additional income stream is very important. And so, yeah, I'm super excited and pumped to share it with people I know and I care about. And I'm very happy and grateful to be working with everyone here and just see the constant growth in our accounts. It totally blows my mind that something could be so easy and create you such growth in a weekly basis. Like, it blows me away. So I want everybody who I know, I love, I care about to be involved. And of course, some people, you know, they won't be, but at the same time, all I can do is share it with everyone that I know and just kind of go from there. So thank you so much for letting me jump on here and share my story. And I want to say thanks again to everyone who's come tonight. You know, so whoever's invited you to this call, I also want you to realize that the people who invited you to this call, yes, they're building a business, and yes, they care about you and they want to see you doing well. And, you know, if you decide to go and do this, will it benefit them? Yes. But will it benefit you 100 times more? Yes, it will. So many times people go and they look at how much am I spending, rather than looking at how much can this make me? And also going and looking, how much is this going to cost me if I don't take my life in a new direction and go and learn new skill sets and get around people to develop my mindsets and just kind of grow into the person that I want to become. So super blessed, super happy. And thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to pass it back to my boy, James Perot.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Costa. You know, Costa has been a big part of, you know, the culture and the community that we have here. And it's growing actually by the day here, guys. So thank you again, Costa, for that. So anyways, you know, diving back into, you know, becoming an independent business owner. So once you have more than 2 referrals, right, you have the option of becoming what's called an independent business owner. And you might just want to help a lot of people, right? That's kind of what it was for me. When I got exposed to it, right away, I was thinking, I know so many people that this can benefit from. So once you become an IBO, the company actually starts paying you money. The company actually, that's how it works in terms of advertisement, is it actually pays the people for sharing the platform. So how does that work? Okay, how does that break down? I'm a numbers guy, so let me break that down, guys. So in the next slide here, you're gonna see here, if I can go to the next slide, there we go. Once you personally refer 3 people to a platform, you actually become what's called a Platinum 150. What does that mean? Essentially, the company is actually paying you $150 US every single month, paid out weekly to the sum of $37.50, just literally by telling 3 people about the platform. I've seen people hit this in literally as little as 48 hours, right? 3 turns into 12 like that. I've seen it in a week. Now you're at a Platinum 600 level. You're earning $600 US a month, paid out to the sum of $150 every single week. Guys, this is free money. This is completely optional. You do not have to tell a single soul about what you're doing, but this is completely free money, guys. You can see there, Platinum 600 goes to Platinum 1000. You're earning $1,000 US a month, paid out $250 a week. Guys, if you can use a little bit of extra residual income, throw some more dollar signs in the chat box right now. Again, guys, this is completely free. You don't have to do this. You don't have to tell a single soul, but I'm telling you, this is completely free money, guys. And it doesn't stop there. I mean, it does get a little bit lucrative. I talked a little bit about the Platinum 150, Platinum 600, Platinum 1000. We have some Platinum 2000s earning $2,000 US a month. Platinum 5000, we have Chairman 10s earning $10,000 a month. We have Chairman 25s in our organization out of Vancouver earning $25,000 US a month. Again, guys, this is a completely optional aspect to iMastery Academy, but I'll leave you at this. It's like walking down the street and seeing two $100 bills laying on the sidewalk. You can choose to just pick up one, or you can pick up two. Okay, the choice is totally up to you guys. Now, I don't want to spend a little bit too much time on this because I know a lot of people are interested on the trading aspect. That definitely, caught my attention. So I definitely want to show something to you guys here. I definitely want to share my screen here. So give me a couple seconds as I'm doing that here. I'm going to quickly stop my share and share again here, guys. Now, as I'm doing this, I want you guys to think of all the money that's gone in and out of your bank account in the last year. In the last 3 years, the last 5 years, last 10 years. Now, I want you to think of how much of that money has actually made you money, right? For myself, it wasn't very much. Like, I think I ended up paying a lot more in bank fees than anything else, right? So just so you know, guys, sorry, I'm going all over the place, but for the people that have a credit card, I'm sure that's probably everybody, I want you to put the word CC, or the CC in the chat box right now. So attached to your credit card is something called compounding interest, and it's actually working against you. If you don't pay your bill, the next month you owe a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So it's actually compounding on itself. So with iMastery Academy, I'm actually going to show you a way that you guys, sorry, I'm just muting some people here, guys. I'm going to show you a way that you can actually use compounding interest for you. Okay. Now, what you can see here on the screen, guys, is a simple compounding interest calculator. You can hop on. You can use the same one here. You can go find another one, but I'm going to break this down. So our educators that actually teach us how to trade are actually aiming from anywhere between 3 and 5% growth a day. Okay. In my opinion, that is very conservative. I've actually personally seen 8% up to 20% in one day, guys. I do have to say past results don't guarantee future profits, but I'm telling you, if you understand this concept that I'm about to show you, it can literally change your life. So when you get started with iMastery Academy, you're going to get started with what's called a demo account. So literally you're taking real trades, but you're doing it with fake money. Okay. Again, this is an education platform. It's a learning process. So there will be some mistakes, right? We want you to make these mistakes with fake money until you're comfortable with seeing the profits, seeing the wins before you fund anything with any real money. Now, when that happens, I'm going to give you an example here. So let's just say we're comfortable. We're seeing wins. We want to fund our live account. Say we use $200. Okay. We're not breaking the bank. We're not doing thousands of dollars, $200. The daily interest rate, I'm going to use 3%. Yeah. Typically 3 to 5% is the daily growth that we want to see. The term length is 260 days. That's 260 trading days in a year minus the weekends. This is just the weekday trading. Reinvesting rate is 100%. So essentially what that means is I'm not making any withdrawals. Okay. So I want to break the numbers down, guys, and just show you here. I'll say, okay, so day one off of your $200, you've made $6 at 3%. That's not a whole lot, right? You're not going shopping. You're not dancing every night. You're not going on trips, but follow me, okay? So now day two, you have $206. So you've made $618 day two. Day three, you're making $637. Every day, you're making a little bit more than the other day, okay? Let me fast forward here to 30 days here, guys. So at 30 days of trading, literally a month in, you've taken your $200 and you've literally doubled it. You're at $485. I don't know there are too many places where you can make an investment and in 30 days, double your investment. Okay, but it doesn't stop there, guys. Follow along, pay attention here, guys, okay? Let's go 30, 60, 90. Let's go 3 months in, guys. 30, 60, 90 days in. 90 days in, you're up to about just under $3,000. Again, nothing crazy. You're not dancing, but check it out, guys. Your daily income that you're earning is around $83. That's starting to get into some people's part-time income. Doesn't stop there, guys. You know what? I'm just going to fast forward right to 180 days here, guys. Let's just go 6 months down the road. Bang. Check this out, guys. 180 days, 6 months in, you've taken a $200 investment and you've literally grown it to over $40,000, guys. $40,000 off of a $200 investment. But it doesn't even stop there. That's only half the year, guys. Follow along. All the way down to the very bottom, guys. Check this out. I'm going to go right to the very end. 260 days trading at 3% daily, guys. You're over $435,000 for a year. Trading with iMastery Academy part-time. Like some people only do like 45 minutes, like an hour. Like guys, this thing that I'm exposing you to can literally change your life. I'm telling you that right now. So I want to ask you guys another question here. So I think everybody here probably has some kind of a bank account, savings account, tax-free savings. Now attached to that, you have interest as well, right? Now, if you think about it, you're lucky if you have a really good bank account. You're probably making 1% on your money in 12 months, right? Here, we're literally beating the banks within 24 hours, guys. We're literally beating the banks in 24 hours. But the funny thing is, guys, the funny thing is here, and I want you guys to understand this, is what do you think the bank is doing with your money? This blew my mind. They're doing exactly what we're teaching you what to do. Again, iMastery Academy is all about empowering people to take control over their financial situation, guys. And obviously, I'm very passionate about this, guys. I want to get a little intimate here. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here for a second. But this information, again, can literally change your life, guys. When I first got exposed to compounding interest and how this works, I was blown away. Now, I want to introduce a special guest that has literally taught me exactly what that compounding interest calculator literally taught me, how to make that 3% daily, 2% daily. We've been seeing 5%. Like it is nuts, guys. So I want to introduce a gentleman. First off, he's tuning in all the way overseas from Lithuania. He's a husband. He is a daddy to a brand new little boy, Eurus. He is a multi-million-dollar trader, guys. He looks after some very pristine accounts. He is actually an exclusive educator with the platform with iMastery Academy. And he literally has a trading session every single weekday from Sunday to Thursday evening. You can literally hop on and take trades with this gentleman here. I hope he's here right now. I saw him hop on. But without further ado, I want to introduce one of my mentors, and honestly, I can say a really good friend as well now, Mr. Baz Kuzman. Baz, are you there? Can you hear us okay, my man?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much for the introduction, James.
There he is.
I'm really happy to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. And I see the people are really excited in the chat box as well, because we speak to each other actually every day, but I don't see you guys. So this is very exciting for me as well. Mostly I need to just wait for the Instagram messages and stuff like that to see some pictures on people trading with cats, trading with dogs, trading with kids, like trading with breakfast a lot. And for you guys, it's mostly late at night. So yeah, I'm really happy to be here. And I followed the last part of your presentation. And I think that the most important thing that I want to share is that when you hear this for the first time, 3% a day just sounds like completely impossible. And I understand that. But one thing that blew my mind when I started trading about 6 years ago is that someone told me, like, go and in your mind, go to any city that you have visited, which building is the biggest. And in every city, it doesn't matter where you are, in every city, the banks have the biggest buildings and they have the most amount of people working in those banks. They all need to get paid. All those buildings need to be constructed, and all that takes an insane amount of money. And I think what the iMastery Academy is doing is giving you a view of the actual financial world. How does this actually work? I'm recommending about 2-3 years the IM Academy to anybody around me. I could already trade, but I couldn't teach so many people at the same time. So my main goal was actually to finally have that answer to everybody around me saying, hey, boss, you're trading, and you might know a trader, and you might ask him, hey, can you teach me? What I want to do James, if we have a second, is I can share my screen with the trades of yesterday and the day before, 1 June and 2 June.
Let's do that. I'll make you a co-host here so you can share the screen here. Should be good now.
Because what we do, or what I started to do actually pretty recently. Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Cool. So basically what we started to do is that on TradingView is a website where we can do technical analysis. You can see the graphs. They maybe don't mean a lot to you at this point if you're completely new. But basically what this is how my screen looks when I'm trading in the morning. So I'm just saying, okay, we are looking to the GBP JPY, the British pound against the Japanese yen. My idea is that it's going to go up. And at that point, we are at some yellow line. And we say, okay, from here, I expect it to go up for this reason, that reason, and all the things around it. And then we're saying, okay, we are going to put this number in the trading app as a take profit level, which means that the app, when the price reaches that level, will automatically close your trade for the amount of profit that it is. Now, 15 pips means about 1.5%. 35 pips means about 3.5%. And this one is between brackets because I didn't take it. So I said, this is level 3. It can go there. It's 5.5% for one trade. It's insane. But yeah, I'm not going that far. I'm happy with my 3.5%, which depends on your balance. If you have a good account, maybe with 3.5% a day, you're already happy. You take one trade, you say, okay, goodbye guys, I'm off. I have days like that I do absolutely nothing during the day. It's not nothing on trading. I still do other stuff, but basically it's just like, okay, I did my trades, I have 3.5% or 4%. Absolutely more than enough if your balance is good enough to live for your family. Like I always say, I don't like to help people with one Ferrari, go to 2 Ferraris. But I do like to help people that are currently in a job or currently in a certain situation to help them come out of that situation and at least make a very, very nice stable income, because trading isn't stable until you learn how to make it stable. So that's why I'm trading 5 days a week, because then at least I'm kind of some sort of stability for you guys. Doesn't mean we win every day, but at least it becomes kind of a routine. So this is an example. And the cool part is you don't see that I can delete this anymore. So when I make the trade, I have 15 minutes to delete and to hide my losses, what a lot of traders do when they are acting like an educator. The point is that this platform doesn't let you delete that anymore. So if this is a loss, it stays there forever. So it's very, very open and honest. And this is what happened. So we did not only reach take profit 1 during the session, we even hit take profit 2 and 3 within like 15 to 30 minutes after the session. And this is even where it went all the way. So that's just an example, is that when you know it's going to go up, this one was pretty easy. It went straight into profit. Other trade, NZD JPY from 2 June, it was yesterday as well. Was a trade that also, it went into minus a little bit. And this is when like my Instagram goes crazy. Like everybody is like, boss, are you sure it's going into red? I'm losing money. It's like, no, you don't lose yet, because we have those red levels here. And those red levels are when you put those numbers also, it's like called stop loss. It's a number that you put in your trading account to automatically go out as well. So this trade was 1 to 2.5%, but it was also about minus 5%. We said like, okay, if it goes minus 5%, boss was wrong. And you make your own decision if you want to trade this trade, because you can say, you don't have to take every trade I'm taking. I'm just giving you guys the trades that I do. And I'm saying why, and then you can make that decision. So if you don't feel good, if that belly feeling is saying like, I'm not going to take this one, I will skip it. Maybe you're right, and that's good. Maybe you're wrong, and then you missed out. But there's trades every day, so why not? So this trade went into a little bit of minus, and everybody was like, oh, and then hop, the same day, guys, like just for you guys to have an idea, we talk about 3.5 hours to make 2.5%. and it didn't even go 2.5%. Look where it went. If you would stay in, and it's always talking after it, this one went 19.9% up in the time of 86 times 15 minutes. So that's about 2 days. So you can really go for those long runs as well. It's just not my strategy. And this is real, guys. You can go to tradingview.com, you can search Bas Koyman, and you can see all the trade ideas. They are there, and they were there at the moment that we did them together, and the markets don't lie. So this is why I like to use this platform, because everybody who was skeptical till here, like, sign up or go home. Because this is the real proof that we are doing this together. And the only thing I can promise is that I'm there every morning, for you guys every evening. Some people in the UK wake up early. They wake up 6:30. You guys maybe need to stay awake a little bit longer. But what we try to do here is just to share the knowledge and share the information, and actually also share the trades. And James is actually doing a really, really good job there, working with this strategy in particular, and just trading by himself. And I really love to see that. I really see that when people are leveling up and starting to take their own trades and really understanding the market and having the success that comes with it, that is actually the end goal, why I am here connected to the IM Academy. So thank you so much, James, again for letting me jump on and showing this a little bit. I hope it really helps for everybody to understand what we are doing and how does that look, because this is how it looks, and this is what we do 5 days a week.
Thank you so much for doing that, Bas. I appreciate you getting out of bed early, you know, leaving your family, leaving your brand new little baby boy to share a little bit with this. And again, guys, I mean, Bas is one of over 130 different educators, and you can tell, like, he already wants to teach you how this thing works, right? So we actually have something special as well planned for you guys. I know there's a lot of guys just anticipating, how do I get started? How do I get started? How do I get started? So how you can get started is literally get back with the person that invited you to this call, first and foremost. And I want to say this really, really quickly, guys, this is very much a collaboration, okay? It's very much, you know, a community where you can get together, and we literally hop on a Zoom like this, and we watch Bas take profit or take some trades, and we literally learn and earn together. They say, you know, knowledge is power, and real friends give both. Right? So get back with the person that actually got or invited you to this call here right now. Ask some of those questions that you have, but if you want to get started, literally they can get you started in as little as 5 minutes, right? Now, for the people that are going to get started tonight, we've actually lined up something extremely special that not a lot of people get the opportunity to do. So, Bas, do you want to drop that, or you want me to do that?
You can make the announcement if you want.
Okay, I'll make the announcement. So,
go for it.
Because Bas is such an awesome guy. Not only, like I say, he's out of bed early, he's leaving his family, he's coming here, you know, super early into the office. But for the people that get started tonight, on Thursday, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, Bas Koujman is actually going to host a private trading session for everyone that gets started tonight. So I don't know what Bas usually charges per hour for his usual consultation, but I tell you, it's probably a lot. So again, guys, get back with the person that invited you to this call here. Ask some questions, but I would encourage you to get started. We'll get you a demo account started up, and by Thursday, we could be making some trades, guys. So with that, again, I want to thank everybody for coming on. Bas, again, much love. I appreciate all of your guidance, all of your mentorship, everything that you're doing to teach people this skill set, guys. This is a skill set like riding a bike, like swimming, like driving a car. Once you learn how to do this, nobody can take it away. So I hope you choose to join us. With that, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever it is you're doing, and hopefully we'll see you on Thursday. So take care, guys.
Like to imagine, 'cause I just want it for real tonight.